Generic greetings, and it looks like Ralph is enjoying a little midnight snack. Everybody's asleep and he's just there munching on, well, whatever it is. Either way, in the previous episode, we progressed on quite nicely. We got in all of this growing area up the top, so an entire new floor. We managed to get some scrubbers as well to get rid of the contaminated oxygen. There's still a little bit around the place, but nowhere near what it was. If you actually look at that, you can see it's fairly good. We've got a bit of carbon dioxide around the place, but that's understandable because of what we've done. But either way, actually quite good. We've also got this sump as well, where we've got like it's eventually going to be filled up with sewage and stuff, and we've got the shower and the lavatory. So in general, doing okay. This episode, we want to actually plumb all of that in and just generally progress on. So we've got a total of 5 duplicants. We're not going to get any more for the time being. I know there's been a couple of people saying we should get another one and get 6 in total, but I think we're okay for the time being. For the time being, we're okay, as I said. So yeah, what we want to do is get this plumbing sorted. So we've got all of the external pipes in. That's not the right view. That's not the right view. Hang on. That is the right view. So we want to get the inputs put in. So let's see how we're going to do that. We'll want to put the input in here. This will be our main water reserve. And the way to do that is to probably have a bit of a tile across there. And then dig out that. Like so. And then we can get access to that. Then we'll have a ladder going down. Probably the best way of doing it. Okay. And then we'll have liquid pump at the bottom. As far, obviously down the bottom like this, so it's the lowest point. And then we'll need to have a liquid pipe. So liquid pipe will probably go... straight up would be nice, actually. Straight up and along would be nice, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Let's cancel liquid pipes. There we go. Just because if we do that, it'll take an age to build, whereas if we do it this way, it will be built straight away. So along, up, because it's going to go through the doors, and then in, and then in. That, technically, is correct. Okay, obviously we'll need to put in some sort of electrical cable there. So power, electrical cable, same deal. Down. Oh, hang on, what the hell's happened there? Why did it do that? That's just strange. There's the lecky. And like that, actually. Cancel wires. And that bit. There we go. Right, sorted. That's not got any meal lice, but we don't really care. Oh, what's up with that? Overheated. Oh, right. Let's dig up. Looks like they're overheated. We can't use them ones. The other ones can grow better, so we'll have those. Yeah, plant those. Plant. Yeah, they're a bit hardy. A bit more hardy, to be honest with you. Right, so once this is in, we should be alright. Let us get a couple... Well, we'll pretty much get doors across the entire thing here. These airlocks. But we have to be careful. Because this... Do we really want an airlock there? Because if we block this off, we're not going to get air to this one. Don't know, I'll have to think about that. Probably have... It'd be nice if we could... Can we rotate them around? Press auto rotate. We can rotate them around. But it's just no point in it being that orientation. Alright. Anyway, research complete, which is the interior decor technology. So that's okay. You can see interior decor. So we've got advanced filtration, we've got med bay, insulation, pressure management. I think we'll go for... I don't know. Fine dining, maybe? Why not? Actually, no. Liquid filters. Med bays. Mesh tiles uses the wall or floor. Does not obstruct the flow of liquid or gas. But you can walk over it, essentially. So it's a ladder then. I think we'll go for that. Advanced filtration, which gives you an air scrubber. Yeah, I think we'll have to go that way. Eventually. So this is sealed off this area. We want to... pretty much want to seal a lot of this stuff off. Just so we get the air flowing in the right direction, you see. So... that's empty pipe. It says empty pipe because we just haven't finished this. It says unreachable. Is it because it's so far under the water? It might be. I would have thought they could swim that far though. Because we do have someone that can go quite far. Let's have a quick look. Naturally robust. I'm sure we did have one that was good at swimming. Apparently not. I thought we did have one that was quite good at swimming. So we'll have to cancel. Is there no way we can get to that? It must just because it's so far underwater. So we'll have to cancel that. And we'll deconstruct all of this. Wires in pipes. Like that. And then we'll put a pipe and stuff closer to it. I'm just deconstructing them because I don't know exactly where they'll be, you see, so... See, look, they can get that far. It's strange that they don't want to go down there. I'm going to place another one down just to see what it does. They're unreachable. You just can't get there. So I have a liquid pump just there then, I guess. With a pipe connecting it. And also power. There we are. Sorted. Right, so... oh, we're going to stop immediately and we'll say harvest. Because we've got a lot of lice here. And this should make a lot of food as well. Which is fantastic. Actually, can we just go... yes, we can just go to harvest. Priority 10. Bam! There we go. Yes. Right. I mean, I've said it several times, that even though the game's in alpha, like, you go, oh, I wish it had this tool, and then you look and find that actually that tool exists, which is fantastic. So, do we need another microbe musher? It would be nice having another microbe musher, just to make double the food, although I will move it along a bit. It's going to probably start getting quite warm in this area now. But we'll see what happens. And they're going to pick this up and start using it, I think. Yes, they are. They're fabricating. Excellent. Let's prioritise this. So then we will be sorted, actually, when it comes to... what I don't want them using this. I want them using this water. So what I'll have to do is disable the building. And make it constantly locked. Once this is in. So then they won't access this. Instead of sucking all the water from here. We could even just brick it up, to be honest with you, once we're done. We'll see. We'll see. So there's that in. Normal speed. Disable. So hopefully it means they won't use that. We'll see. We'll see exactly what happens. I don't know if this is the case or not. Yes. So, no, it did. No, it disabled it, but whether that means it's not going to use it or not, I don't know. Either way, you can see that the toilet, or the toilet's now plumbed in, and the shower is also plumbed in as well. So what I'm going to do is deconstruct both of these. Actually, no. Cancel deconstruction of that, but I do want to deconstruct the toilet. This outhouse, rather, because then we've got the proper lavatory. But there we are. We now have... proper liquid systems. No, look, they're still using that door. So you can disable the door all you want. It's still not going to do anything. So we might actually deconstruct it. And then just brick this up for now. Just so they don't have access to it. Because then they'll be forced to use this side. Yes. Oh well. Let's harvest that. I really want to focus. Make food. Set that as priority. Tile, max priority. There you go. So that's bricked up, so they don't have access to that. We're going to leave this compost to be, well, composted down. And then we can get rid of that compost heap. The reason I left it is because if we dismantled the outhouse and then didn't sort the outhouse out, it would just sit there. And that's not something we want. So, they're making my microbe bar things, or lice loaf. We've still got these lice here, but they will eventually perish. And they're currently fresh. Now would be a good time to eat it. And they will eat it eventually. They will continue eating it. They definitely will eat it at some point. But I'd rather them eat this stuff because it's... Look at that, 3,000 calories. Wow. That's a lot of calories. Is it just loads of lice all mixed into a bar? Yeah, it pretty much is. Oh, then he's had... Yeah, he just went into a food coma or whatever. You just see him... He just ate all of that and then just hit the deck. Anyway, that one. Lice stuff again. Max out. And make as much as you can. Thank you very much. Oh, now that person's stuck on the other side. Great. Right, let's put that back in. Let's see if they'll actually fix this without blocking themselves in. Well, it looks like they are taking the water. Oh, that's good. And the toilet is on the go. Yeah, there you go. That's fine. What we'll do then, we will put in a... where is it? Oxygen air deodorizer. We'll put an deodorizer just there. Just as all of this smell comes up, it'll deodorize before it gets out into the main colony. And there you go. That's now blocked off. So that's good. Obviously, we can go in there for things like fertilizer and stuff, but we don't need to just yet. Our focus at the moment is just to make this meal. What's that? Insufficient... Oh, we're out of algae, look. Insufficient resources algae. I knew it was going to happen at some point. I just didn't know when. Right. Get all of that, all of that. All of this. Oh, good grief. Picking all this stuff was going to be a bit of a nightmare. I guess the best way to do it would just be to sort of expand the... thing here. The ceiling. So we won't have access to most of this stuff. I don't know what we're going to do about the water. I think the best source of algae, which is very easy to get to, is this area. So that's what I'm going to do. Dig max. And this is what you'll spend a lot of your time doing, actually, later. Well, pretty much throughout the entire game, looking for algae. But we're going to focus on that. At least, if we look at our Cycle 16 report, look at that. Calorie generation, 12,000. Yeah, I think we've generated enough calories there. Oxygen generation is positive. Yeah, we're all good there. We're fine. But we're going to reduce the priority for these microbe musher things down. Because we don't really want them to focus on that. We want them to focus on getting all of this algae, if possible. So they'll have to dig up here, along here. Once we've run out of this one, though, we'll have to get this seam, very small seam, this obviously as well. What we'll probably do is brick it up here, and then just dig all this section out. And then, I guess we could dig around this bit, but then we're getting near the water and it'll flow all over the place. And after that, the closest source is a little bit here, but again, it's under the water. And then you're talking, well, you're digging around to the slime and stuff. Like, there's loads down here, but it's all near contaminated water and gas and stuff like that. Ugh, not good. We'll see. A lot of carbon dioxide in here, but we knew that was going to be the case. A lot of contaminated water as well, and we'll process that at some point. Do we want to... emitting fertilizer 0 kg. Oh, it's using contaminated dirt. How much is in it? Does it tell me how much is in it? I don't know. I think once it's empty, then we know that we're okay. We've got a bit of stress now on Ralph, so we probably need to sort that out. And the best way of doing that is, I guess, massage table, perhaps? I think a massage table. I don't know where to put it, though. We haven't really got an area to put it cleanly. I don't want to put it there because that's where we're going to have another running wheel. Although we don't really need another one. I mean, we could put another floor in. We could definitely put another floor in. We'll put it there, perhaps. Put 2 of them in. I didn't really anticipate putting another floor in, but it's no matter, I guess. Ding, ding, ding. Speed it up. Oh, God, don't want to go over this side. That's for sure. Hydrogen, chlorine, and contaminated oxygen, algae. Oh, loads of algae. Look at all of that. Might be the way to go over there. Oh, that's going to be a bit of a nightmare, though. We'd have to make a full airlock, I think. I think we'd have to go for an airlock. Let's prioritise all of this, because they're not doing it for some reason. There you go. Please crack on with that. Sooner rather than later. This water's going down, that's fine. This one will go down eventually. We will have to start filtering this contaminated water, but that's a future us problem. We don't need to do it at the moment. There's all the algae taken out, or at least the stuff we can manage to get. We'll cancel that bit there. And then they'll go up and dig all this out. Eventually. Cycle 17 report says... Yeah, we're pretty much doing alright. Stress is going up though, so we do need to prioritise that as well. Prioritise everything! Everything is a priority! Then nothing's a priority. No, you're probably right. Right, dig out the rest of the algae there. We could dig out these bits. Have you noticed that this oxalite is not produced, it's still existing? That's because it hasn't produced any more oxygen, because this is already full. Like, it's the highest pressure you can get in there. Obviously, once I dig into it, it'll change it rapidly. This thing we want to have on as Ralph. And the other one we'll have as... Oh, no one. But, oh, wait, prioritise. Ding. Hang on, that was harvest, prioritise. What's priority for food? And we'll get the food up and running. How far are we doing for research? Advanced filtration, we're getting there. And once that's done, I think we do need a storage place. I think we do need a refrigerator, actually. I mean, we have our lice loaf just sitting on the ground. It's still fresh, so... I don't know how long it lasts, lice loaf. Does it tell us? It tells us what... No, it doesn't. Got 16 kilograms of food. And one person eats that. It's a bit stodgy, innit? Good grief. Right, so we've just tunneled into an area with lots of carbon dioxide. That will eventually flow down here, and as you can see, it is actually flowing down into this area. This is filling up, which is a bit concerning. I could dig all of this out here and put a gas permeable tile there, and then it would flow this way. It's a bit of a task, but it can be done. Like that. And dig it out. Got a lot of fertilizer anyway, so it's not too bad. Right. Looks like our compost heap is now done, so we can deconstruct that. Insufficient oxygen generation. Oh, colonies produced 165 kg of oxygen and duplicates have consumed 217. Okay. I think it's because the algae deoxidizer hasn't been on. But remember, we're going to get stuff flowing from around here now because these have now been activated. So we'll just harvest these plants. I think food we are okay with. Obviously, eventually we'll have to... We'll run out of harvests and we'll have to find some new cropses. But for the time being, I think we're okay. See, this is emitting. This is what people have said, and I'm aware of this. But the algae deoxidizer, it's using algae 900 grams per second and emitting 600 grams. This is using algae 27 grams a second and some water, but also emitting oxygen at 40. So I think that the algae deoxidizer is better because it outputs more algae, but it doesn't get rid of carbon dioxide. But what you can do later on is what we're researching anyway, is van filtration, which you get the air scrubber and removes carbon dioxide. And all you do is you then just use algae deoxidizers and the air scrubbers. So you remove these terrariums, put a couple of scrubbers in there at the lowest point, and then just put a couple of algae deoxidizers as well. So that'll probably be the better way of doing it later on once we've got the scrubbers. This at the moment is probably okay, I think. Who knows? Obviously we haven't got access to this, so I'll have to deconstruct these two so we'll get access to the area for digging. But where do we need to go from here? We still got people stressed, which is Ralph still. It's already signed to Ralph. I'll max the priority of that out. Don't know why Ralph's really stressed, but he shouldn't be stressed now. Ah, there we go. Lovely de-stress machine. Let's do some harvesting. Lovely de-stressing machine for him. Looks like we're actually going to use some of the copper ore that's been sitting around there as well. Right, so that's a shower working. Also, a lot of sewage down there. We haven't put like blank canvases in, and these affect the look of the place. I mean, you can put like sculpting blocks and stuff in. Do you want to put sculpting blocks in areas? I mean, it's a bit... I don't know. It makes it look a bit better, but... You also got blank canvas, which is... Well, it's exactly what it's exactly what it says, really. It's just a portrait. It's just a canvas, and you can paint on it. Let's put one down there and see what happens. Yeah, look at that. Look at all the carbon dioxide coming along. That's good. I'm happy about that. That's been prioritised, so that'll be fine. Still insufficient oxygen generation. We're not too far off, though. It's not like a massive issue. A lot of our oxygen will be going up here, though. Don't know if it's a huge issue, whether we should section this off or not. Let's just harvest these plants. Right, so these are getting dug out. Once those are out, we'll put the gas permeable tile in there. And then I guess we'll have that and that. And then it can go down, yeah. So it's not going to go into here. Or it might, because of this ladder. It's pretty much full anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. Prioritise. Max that out. Max that out as well, because I want to see what happens. I think we may want to get another person about now. I don't know where to put them, though. I'm not too sure where they would go in here. Can't put them around here. This ration box, do we actually need it anymore? Storing 0 of 150. Just deconstruct it. I've never deconstructed it, actually, ever. Like, I've always kept it, but there you go. We've deconstructed it. First time ever. So there we go. There's the gas permeable tile now. And what's happening is all the carbon dioxide's, well, I think it was flowing around, and it's gone in there. Now they're producing more oxygen, and then the oxygen's now, well, flowing up and around, and going to start permeating these different tiles and then going up. As you can see, that's generally working. Yeah, that looks like it's working. Power grid is fine. Temperature is something we haven't really bothered with, but we made sure that we didn't put these really big heat generating machines near the plants, because that was stifling them in the last episode. We also haven't got any ceiling lamps. We haven't got any lamps around here, so we should probably put some lamps in the place just to get some light in. That's quite important. Well, it doesn't seem to be. They don't seem to care too much. Although, I'm not really too sure. Although Ralph spent the last couple of days on that thing, so he can probably sleep in a trombone. How bendy he is after being on that massage table thing. Looks like the water's going down as well. Almost to nothing. It'll get there eventually, though. Anyway, I think we will leave it there. Not bad, not bad. We just need to prioritise the building of that cot, and then it means we can get another person in. We are doing okay for pretty much everything. If you look at our reports, oxygen, a tiny bit lost there. But food, we've got loads of it. We've got good power. Base is okay. Stress isn't really a problem. What will become an issue eventually is algae, which is something we always knew about anyway. There's loads of algae there as well, so actually we can gather all that. Either way, next episode, get another duplicant. We're going to then do probably the water system again. And if we have the research done, maybe get rid of these and then put some scrubbers in. I think that's probably the way we'll go about it. But we will see how it goes. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And that's a portrait.